Welcome back to the Wafflehouse in Exandria.
Whoop,
Hey.
whoop. Blah, 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 blah.
We are without foam. It's always one at the end. We are without Phomos this evening. So the Wafflehouse are in the Verdant Expanse. A resume from last week.
That's me this week. So, in summary, through a tempestuous torrent, the tenacious team narrowly navigated the treacherous tendrils of a kraken, coiled and confined within a raging river. With deft dodges and desperate dashes, they eluded its lethal limbs, escaping as the monstrous menace lunged in vain. Their flight led them to the Emerald Keep, an elven edifice embattled and besieged by dreadful deluge of demons. Without hesitations, the heroes hurled themselves into the fray. Dersius, a devilish dervish of destruction, surged forward, suffused with supernatural speed, slashing and slicing through the seething swarm with his shining sword, woohoo! His war cry echoing through the embattled keep. LLewyn, Lord of Lightning and Lure, conjured catastrophic conflations, hurling hellish fireballs and warping reality with wondrous wizardry before culminating in the carnage with a cataclysmic meteor storm, reducing the battlefield to a smoldering scar. Dak, the devilish druid of devastation, unleashed untamed upheaval, blinding and blasting the beleaguered battalion with nature's wrath. JC, Phantom of the Fray, prowled the periphery, a shadowy spectre of swift and silent slaughter, striking with surgical precision before slipping back into darkness. Thomos, Satyr of Sorcery, stood steadfast at a safe distance, slinging sinister spells and ceaselessly casting his eldritch energies into the enemy ranks. But then, disaster! The demonic deluge overwhelms Dersius, dragging him down into death's dreadful depths, his very soul nearly seized by sinister sorcery. Yet through fate's fickle favour, and the fortitude of his fearless friends, he was wrestled from ruin, restored to the realm of the living. With the demons defeated and the elves elated, the party finally paused to parley, only to unveil an unsettling ultimatum. They had been hurled backward through times by the hands of time itself. What wicked wonders await this tangled tapestry of time? Only destiny dares to decide.
Bloody hell, that was good.
Wow. ChatGPT works well.
You did well reading that as well. I think I'd have had a stroke if I'd tried.
Oh, I mucked up in a few places, but I mostly got it going.
Oh, fantastic. That is magnificent.
Very well done.
Yeah, well done.
I'm
not doing that.
Thomos has thrown down the gauntlet with the next time on bottom gear, so we've got to up our game.
Okay, so on that note, we finished this evening because that went on forever. So, the Waffle House, standing in the Emerald Citadel, surveying the carnage around them. Trees are aflame. The keep entry room, whatever this thing is called over here, is afire, and it's already starting. The structure's already starting to collapse. There are defenders of the keep here, not many. A birthday cake has been dropped on the floor. Happy birthday has been sang to one of the elves. Sabat Noir looks at you, Waffle House. Waffle House, you say? You fought very well against those demons, you know. And he's speaking in Elvish, because his common is not great. I am a brevet commander of the Verdant Guard. I was Nito Dragonio into defending the keep. No?
Ah, oui.
We have been given orders by the guild runner and some of the other masters of Singun to protect this keep, this fort against these demons. And you can see my complement of elves here is diminished, and they struggle against the psychic emanations of these beasties, you know.
Ah, mon ami, I can understand. I think that your job here is done, eh? And you should safely return as soon as you can.
I cannot. I am charged with defending this keep, you know, from the demons. I was told not to leave this because we have people in the forest who are returning to the keep.
If that is the case, then you must stay. But, mon ami, if you feel as though you are in too much danger, you must go. I know the guild runner well, and he would want you to stay, huh?
Yeah, well, they used to say Danger is my middle name. But they were wrong, because my middle name is Albert.
Well, bon chance, mon ami.
Well, and he looks at the elves that are standing there. Apart from the ranger, the Verdant Guard, the warriors have now recovered from their temporary madness. And they report to the officer, to Ozzy, and go, and you can hear them discussing it. And they were ashamed that they were useless when the attack came, as their minds were befuddled by an outside source. But Ozzy, we will stay. We will stay and fight as much as we can. Yeah, but
stay and fight.
I will stay and fight. We have we have one secret weapon, you know. Fâchez la vache.
Yes, I know this.
And the rest of you just hear a mooing coming down from somewhere deep within the castle. Okay, so what are you doing with the rest of the Wafflehouse? So the Sabat Noir is staying. He's going to stay here. You can see the other Elven warriors, although they are disciplined, they are looking very nervous.
How's everyone doing? Do we need a short rest, long rest? What do we think?
JC is licking his wounds.
Well, I feel mostly fine. Apart from causing a horrendous amount of destruction, I'm relatively unscathed. I do worry that our most esteemed guest might be in rather worse for wear, though.
Yes, I did cast heal on you last session, didn't I? I can't remember now.
Oh, you're talking about Dersius.
Yes.
He is currently at half hit points because he kind of ends up there regardless. I think we agreed on last time.
Yep. So Phomos comes up to JC, and he goes to JC. I have been told I need to start sorting out the library. Would you be the custodian of my ring as you have done before?
Yes, no worries, and I'll slip it over one of my two beans.
Okay. You hear the slight rather sound coming from within there. So you now have the ring. What shall we have for the ring? Yeah. I don't know. What should we have for the ring? Let's have a hand grenade.
That's probably 15.
Yeah. Okay. And in the distance, JC, you do hear the snarls and the screams and the emanations of demons to your north.
Yeah, everyone else can see JC's ears sort of twitching in that direction, and he'll say, yeah, there's more approaching from the north.
Well, I don't see much reason to hang around here.
from the west, you hear, "Hello, the keep." And you can see a ragtag collection of people. Some scarred, some bruised, many covered in soot, come through the forest. "The keep, let us in. We are refugees from the Verdant Expanse, chased away by some foul demons. Well, all that's left is our village. Would you let us in?"
Anyone gonna answer them? Feels like this should be more their thing than
So
ours.
the Sabanoi comes. "I do not know. I cannot hear what you say. You squirt like humans," because mostly they are humans. "What did they say?" He turns to LLewyn.
They are humans, eh? They are requesting a sanctuary from the demons.
This is outside my skill mix. Do you give sanctuary to people like this? They look rather dirty.
Yeah, they do. Who knows, maybe a good sandwich and a bath would civilize them a bit, huh?
But they look like supporters of Millwall.
No, my friend, you go too far. The mill wall is a horrible place. You should mind your tongue, huh?
I know. I used to live there. It was rather strange place. But do you think we should let them in? Do you? Would you all talk to them? I cannot speak their horrible language, you know.
LLewyn's just gonna switch to common as he speaks to Dak. Actually, no, I don't want everyone else hearing this. I'm going to speak to an infernal instead. In a horrible infernal-sounding tongue, I'm going to say to Dak.
In infernal.
Yes.
So the Sabat looks at you with a surprised expression on his face.
I mean, it's not really a surprise that LLewyn speaks infernal. But I am going to say to you, Dak, what do you make of this? This all seems terribly convenient.
We've got no way of knowing if what we've already done has affected things or whether this is how it played out originally.
Sorry, I'm not being clear. What I mean to say is, do you think that these are genuine refugees, or maybe these are demons in disguise trying cunning where brute force failed? I heard a story about this.
Yeah, if Dak thinks back when we saw the ruins of this place, were there corpses of civilians littered amongst everyone else?
There were skeletons.
Okay.
There were skeletons around. There were fighting implements when you were here before.
Okay.
Or when you were here in the future.
Yeah.
And the keep was broken, and all the wooden parts had burnt away.
Yeah.
Other thing to ask, DM, do these ragtag group of commoners look familiar, as in do they look similar to the ones we found in Sanctuary underneath the mines?
I've only got so many different commoners. There are about 80 different ones, but they do repeat. From that distance, you can't tell. I mean, they look dirty, bedraggled. There are children being carried. And then one of them comes up, one of the elder men comes up and says, "The keep, will you let us in? Please, there are demons about, you know." And he's trying to speak French, but he speaks it very badly.
Do you mean Elven?
Elven.
What's the difference?
I mean, at the very least, we could let them inside the moat, so they're somewhat protected until we decide what to do.
Very well. And LLewyn says, my friend who knows these things says to open the gate.
The gatehouse is burning down. We have no other way in. And these turrets around the side They're inside the actual walled fortress, but they overhang the moats. So these all overhang to give unimpeded access to the archers to hit people. So there's actually no way in at the moment.
Created a bit of a kill zone. I will ask Dak if there's anything he can do with his druidic powers to put out the flames.
Oh yeah, putting out fires. I can definitely do that. Yeah. So
it's the first thing you've ever said. Usually, it's I don't have that one prepared today. I'm so excited.
Yes, and he tries to put out the fire and it rains fish because he did actually have the wrong thing prepared.
No, it rains fire, makes it worse.
I always have some form of water prepared just in case this needs to happen.
Because we burn things.
Yeah, LLewyn sets fire to lots of things, so I have to keep putting them out. Yeah, that's fine. I will make my way down to the gatehouse, and I will use various castings of tidal wave and such to put out the flames.
Tidal wave, okay. Tidal wave.
Do I recognise this spell incantation because I think Dak cast it enough time? Because if I do, I will shout warning to the commoners that we'll put the fire out, but we recommend they keep a sizable distance.
Well, I've got a reasonable range on this. I was going to try and keep it within the gatehouse rather than exterior to begin with, so they'll quickly realise that.
Well, if you've got a plan with this massive air effect spell, go ahead.
Yeah, basically, I just want to flood the inside of the gatehouse to begin with.
Roll the D8. If it's
okay, so I'm going to say you can do it. The one is not going to be enough.
No, I don't think so.
And as you do it, you hear a crunch, and the gatehouse, the ceiling collapses in. Let's see if I can get some of these things. It's going to take. You think it's probably going to take 2 or 3 goes to actually get this. To actually put the fire out.
Before we commit to this plan, I don't suppose anyone has control flames or create destroy water or something like that.
I've got a rope.
I'm kind of rough.
Odysseus, if I cast haste on you and you span woohoo round fast enough, could we create a vortex to suck all the fire in?
I am certainly willing to give it a go.
So what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, unless I get interrupted, I'm just going to cast tidal wave.
Okay, so you cast it the first time. Some of the fire goes out, but it's starting to spread again. It's extinguishes flames within 30 feet of it once it washes onto the floor. So yeah, it's just this is on multiple levels. Okay, so
I figure if we put one on each floor, I would think.
Okay, so I'll say you cast it twice, and then there's this huge cloud of fog. That's not enough. We need better fog than that. Let's have just black smoke, shall we? So there's a great big fog cloud now floating over this as the area still smokes, but you can see that the building has collapsed. You could help these people up if you get a ladder or a rope. You can help these people up here at this bit.
If I may, can I attempt to use of mold earth to just create a mound so they've got a higher point to try and get up the rope to give them a bit of help?
Is it mold earth? How much does that do?
It's only a 5-foot cube, but rather than doing anything advanced, all I'm doing is just piling it like an anthill to give them a bit of a.
Okay, that's not going to be enough. You're going to need a bit more than that.
That's fine. This is more to help than do the entire.
Okay. So
entire thing.
So they all come to here. So how are you going to get them up the last bit?
Dersius, you said you had a rope.
I certainly do.
Okay. So you can pull all of them up if you wish, flexing your muscles, and you can see there are a couple of young women there, and they start batting their eyelashes at you slightly as you do this. You're standing over them, being very majestic, And you've even switched off the oily bit. So the oil is no longer dripping.
I will be largely indifferent to all but the beautiful young women, who of course get a big smile, and I am,
Okay.
yeah, flexing, and they get a nice hand up as they get to the top.
Okay. So,
Lewyn is assisting by tying the end of the rope to one of the parapets.
Okay.
That is the grand total of the help he's providing.
So these guys get on board, and they, thank you. I do not speak your Elven very well. Do you speak Common?
No. Yes, I do speak Common.
Oh.
Hello. Don't speak with me. I'm not very good at speaking to sensible people of the land like yourself. You want to speak to the big red-horned man up there.
And
Just going to point at Dak.
and Sabat Noir is just looking on, sort of. He just smiles and waves. Are they okay? Are they dangerous? Or are they okay?
Oh, they smell awful, but I think they are safe.
Oh, but they smell foul. They can stay outside the keep. I do not have this keep smelling of poo-poo. Because once the keep starts smelling of poo-poo, you'll never get rid of that poo-poo smell.
I say, Dak, that wasn't what I said.
So Monsieur, can we go into the keep, please? We have been on the road for 2 days, being harried by these creatures from the abyss.
Well, I'm afraid that I, too, am a temporary guest here after saving the castle. So decisions like that will have to be left up to the other elves. Tell me, where do you come from, my fair lady?
Well, I'm a bloke actually, but I don't care what you call me. We are from a number of villages in here around the Verdant Expanse. We've been trying to settle this area. With the blessings of the elves, we do keep ourselves to ourselves, but we have been chased out of our villages by these creatures, and this is all that is left. We have suffered along the way. Many have fallen.
And where have these demons come from?
I don't know.
I see.
I think they come from. I think they probably come from the hells or something.
Ah, I see. That's incorrect, but good thought. Is there any reason they're attacking you?
They stood over them, and the last thing you could see is a tear in their faces as their souls were sucked out.
Oh, yes, we had that, but our one got better.
Hello.
So, if you don't really know where they're coming from or what they want, I don't think I can help you very much. Again, the red one up there is much better at this sort of thing.
So you can all hear this. So what are the rest of you doing? The other elves are just looking on. They have their bows, the arrow nooked in their bows, uncertain about this people descending.
Well, I think we should split these into two types of people. Those who can stay here and fight, and those are the beautiful women that can come with us instead.
Right, that didn't go quite the way I thought it was going to go, but it's still kind of sexist.
Well, there's no point in
you're
being here.
You're down here with them, Dersius.
Yes. Yes, indeed. This seems to be where the conversation's currently taking place.
I'm enjoying that while this is all going on. Dersius has just got this small harem of women sort of just developing around him as this conversation. Dak, you need to get down here quickly or your title might be taken.
It's alright, you can have that one.
I'm going to wave Dak down. Come join me, I've got an idea.
Alright, I'm coming. Oh, hang on, get the right tool. Come on.
Hey, I think a bloke snuck in there.
Yeah, he has.
Here's what I'm thinking. So we know this place is going to be attacked.
Yes.
There's
I mean,
demons in the forest. They're coming here to fight this place. These people are staying here to fight. It doesn't make
Yeah.
much sense for me for people to be here who can't fight. Because all
Sure.
that'll happen is they'll just die. So, if we're going to somewhere of much more safety in a big city, I feel like they should just come with us. And anyone who's willing to stay and fight should stay and fight and help out our friends here.
I disagree with that, Dersius. In terms of the thought patterns of war, it is often best to utilize all the available resources. You good sir, could you lift up a rock above your head? Gesture at one of the random commoners.
I will try. And he gets a pebble. So this guy, there's twins here, twin blokes, and one of them tries to pick up a pebble, and he picks it up. Is this big enough?
Ah, excellent. See, that pebble could hit a demon in the eye, saving one of the soldiers here. I think there's no better place for these citizens than in a fortification. It's very much designed to be an intensification of resource.
I agree. These men should stay.
Okay.
Perseus currently only has one brain cell, and it's not currently in the brain in his head.
Just see what your skills and things are. Okay. So they're not that convinced with what you're saying. They are hanging around here. The elves are up here. JC, what are you doing? You've now got the ring on your finger with what's his name in it? With Thermos in it.
Yep. I suppose I will wander down and join in this conversation, just as they're saying about this rock, saving a guard, and I'll go, no, wait, look, it really can, and I will take the rock and I will lob it as hard as I can using catapult.
Now, just to check, are there any children in this group?
Yes.
A couple being carried by some of the women, yeah.
I am definitely 100% aiming away from the people.
Okay. Okay.
I will throw it at a nearby tree at full catapult at 12 bludgeoning.
Okay. The rock hurls into the air and smacks into the tree, and one of the boughs falls down. It hits with such force.
Yep. See? These can help defend you if you throw it right. And that'll be my contribution to this conversation.
Lewyn?
Yes, hello.
How far in terms of travel time are we from Singorn at the moment?
Lewyn scratches his head.
Probably about a day and a half.
It's probably about a day and a half.
That's a very long, far way to take this many civilians in a demon-infested forest.
Well, no, Dust is quite said. If we bring the ladies, they tend to be more sprightly on their feet, so we may be able to do a day and 3 quarters with them.
Doesn't really change the equation all that much.
Well, I'm thinking that the safest place for a group of people under danger is inside a fortification. One such as this is designed and used to protect the nearby people by moving them indoors away from the rampaging groups of demons who will eat their souls. No offense.
Yeah.
And if anyone here has any use with a bow or a spear or even slings and throwing rocks, every person on the wall will be able to just add that extra bit of defense, which may be able to hold these demons off.
Oh yeah, I'm going to pull you to the side slightly so we're out of earshot of everyone else. I completely agree, but the problem is we kind of know what fate is going to befall this place should we fail.
Ah, but don't you see? I think that we may have already changed the fates. Look out there at my artwork, and I gesture to the 4 wonderful craters which are now in the map, which makes me feel very happy. There were no craters last time we were here, if I remember correctly.
No, that was definitely you.
So, could it be that we, by our mere presence here, have changed events? and we have now prevented both the elves and the wizards here from dying, and in fact have saved these commoners as well.
No, you're completely correct. I suppose you're right. We haven't really got the luxury of second guessing everything we need to do.
And let us forget that in the utilization of war, which, lest you forget, is the area I'm trained in, carpenters and stoneworkers and all the such are very useful in times of war. Ballistae and repairing fortifications and building of kill zones and walls, all of these could help out the elves here and contribute to everyone's survival.
Okay, I think that's it then. We say to the people to stay here and help defend the place that's looking after them.
Oh,
And
good.
we'll
I
carry
will
on.
need you to agree this with the elves here.
Sure. Okay, no problem. I will take care of it.
I will, of course, help and translate for you, but you tend to be
Please.
better with the word things.
Well, yeah, sometimes. Okay, right. Let's go and.
And as you do that, an infant crawls on the floor towards JC and grabs his tail. Kitty!
All you're gonna
Kitty!
hear- Like that.
Sneak attack.
Kitty!
JC will spin round like ready to bear claws and realise it's just a child, and will sort of just pull his tail away and go no, and then just saunter away. He will control himself at least a little bit.
50 points of sneak damage.
And this child is just crawling after you. Kitty! Kitty!
While JC is entertaining the miniature humans, I will address the crowd and just ask them, amongst them, are there any carpenters, stoneworkers, anyone who's good at building things or has skills that could be useful in keeping the castle defended?
I can make beer.
See, this castle is as good as defended already.
And as one other man says, I can chop down trees. And somebody else is, I can make cutlery. I can plant crops.
I don't think the siege is going to last that long, but still, useful skills to have. My dear brewmaster, do we think if you were provided with a slightly more powerful alchemical setup, you could maybe put something very basic together? I'm thinking alchemist's fire or similar such things.
No, but I can make wine.
Could you make such an alcoholic wine that you think it would catch on fire if met with a spark?
Probably not. Not without a still, and I don't have one of those. I did read about that once, but I don't have one. And it would take some time to do that.
At the very least, in return for your safekeeping here, would you be willing to contribute towards the defence of the Emerald Keep? Whether that being manual labour or picking up arms if required.
We would. We are here for refuge. We're hoping to make our way through, just get some refuge and make our way through to Singorn, where everyone has been called to. And as he says that, there is a mind-splitting, gurgling scream from the distance, which is echoing round, and you can hear other creatures, other demons in the distance, babbling away. And you can see visibly all these commoners and some of the elves up here, some of the warriors, they start to tremble and fall to the floor. So one of the elves puts his hands in his ears and says, "No, not again, not again, not again." Could you guys just all make me please wisdom saving throws?
Oh no. Is this considered magical by any chance?
Yes.
That's a 17 for me.
Okay, so you all pass. You have been exposed to this for some time now, so you guys do not find it that difficult. The Sabat Noir, he has to make a saving throw. Wisdom, he is okay as well. Most of the elves, though, are on the floor, and you can see them now. Their minds are starting to go.
If I may, can I see roughly where these elves are?
They're on top of on the battlements up here.
Yeah, so what I mean, from my angle, can I roughly make out a spot where I can see them?
Yeah, yes, you can. Yeah, I'll let you be able to do that. Yeah.
Then I am going to just cast silence on top of the area to try and mute out the sound.
Okay.
25, so I get most of them in it.
Okay. The sound is muted, but they're still holding their heads.
Ah, damn. Okay, well, I'll keep it up. Hopefully, it might help a bit, but.
And you realise that there is more than just the noise here. There is an arcane madness that's spreading through the forest, and you've experienced this before. Sabat Noir looks visibly shocked, but he's holding his own. Most of the elves are struggling now. All the commoners are all to one on the floor, crying, holding their eyes or their ears. All the women round Dersius are just grabbing onto him, going, save me, my hero, save me, my hero. And actually, one of them is going to grab onto Dak, because he's got a charisma of 19 too. Oh, my hero, save me. Dak, could you just make a strength check for me, please?
Yeah, probably not.
She jumps into your arms.
Right.
And you drop her.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to give me warning first. I have to brace myself. I'm not built like him.
We're such heroes.
Yeah, and basically, they're all there. These women are hanging onto your arms. So say the greasy thing has gone now. The oil is gone, unless you wish to switch it back on again.
No, I quite like them holding on for the moment.
Okay, but you can see that those of you who have war skills or soldiering skills realise that these commoners will be absolutely no help in any conflict, and you think probably most of the elves won't be any help either.
Yeah, Dersius is coming to that conclusion that. Yeah, I'll say it to Dak. There's not really any chance of saying this surreptitiously, but I don't think Dersius would care anyway. There's no defence to be had here. They're all going to die quickly. They'll probably even kill each other. I'm not sure what manner of magic this is, but it doesn't seem like they keep hold of their faculties for long.
Quick question. How loud are you saying this? Bearing in mind you are standing in amongst them.
Quite loud. He's saying it so that Dak can hear. I mean, all of these guys are cowering on the floor anyway, apart from the ones that have had the intelligence to grab hold of Dersius, of course.
Yes, well, she has, and he has.
Not a problem. Is he particularly good looking?
Oh, he's very coiffured hair, very sharp, clean shaven. He's wearing very bright colours. He's got an earring on one side, and a very smart little pencil moustache.
There we go. A great addition to the menagerie then. So Dak, what are we doing? Whoever stays here dies within the next 20 minutes anyway. We may as well leave and take as many as we can.
It's going to be extremely dangerous, but I
Yep.
don't see if we have any other choice.
Well, I feel like we need to leave them.
We should go and explain to.
We should at least see if this place has a horse and cart that we can borrow to carry the infirm or the children, just trying to help make some way.
If you can
Even
lower
if
it down on a rope, you go for it.
Yeah, that's not going to be terribly practical given the current arrangement, I don't think.
At the very least, I think we should try and talk the elves here into coming with us.
I think so.
A few extra bows and arrows would be very helpful, and our friend Sabat Noir is a capable enough wizard.
Yeah, I think so. If we're going to try and transport all of these people through the forest, the more, at least, familiar with those familiar with combat that we have, the better. All right, let's go and talk to Sabat and convince him.
Dersius just yells up. If Sabat's still up there and Dersius can see him, he's going to yell "Oi" at him.
Hello.
Hello.
We?
You can stay here and die, or you can come and fight at some point. It's up to you. We're leaving.
I will translate what Dersius is saying.
We are not leaving. We have to stay here and defend the keep. I am a brevet commander of the Verdant Guard, and I am tasked with keeping this keep from the demons.
Sabat, I am very familiar with the Guild Runner on a personal level.
I am now seconding you into this unit. You, LLewyn Boreal, you are now under my orders. You cannot leave. I order you to stay and defend this keep.
Well, that was your last mistake. The only orders I take from are from this one over here.
Who are you pointing at?
I point at Dak.
Dak has no idea what you're saying, so he's just going to just sort of look around, waiting for someone to explain what's going on.
I am going to say, you damn fool! You're consigning you and your troop to death if you stay here. The Guild Runner would not want you to needlessly waste lives.
We have been ordered to defend this citadel, this keep, until all those who need refuge are through and on their way to Singon. And there are others who are coming, and we have to buy time for Singon. There are reasons we cannot go back to Singon straight away.
I cannot fault you for that. I still feel as though you're choosing a reckless decision here, though.
Maybe, but it's my orders, and you are now with the you are under now in the garrison of the what was the keep called?
Emerald Keep.
Emerald Keep. Thank you. I've been down somewhere. You are now in the garrison of the Emerald Keep, so you have to stay here and do your job. The rest of you, I cannot coerce you, but I would ask your assistance against these demons, you know.
I translate what he says.
Nope. Come on. Dersi's going to start leaving. These things sound really close.
With my cat
anybody
liking
wants
it,
to
can
come,
I...
I'll start getting down. Sorry, JC.
The problem is if we can already hear them coming, there's no guarantee that we don't leave
There
here
is echoing. It's echoing through the noise of these beasts is echoing through the forest. They are a long way off.
Hearing.
Yeah, they are a long way off, but you'll know that there are numbers of them out there still, and there's deep guttural sounds. There's big beasties out there. Whilst you think about what you're going to do, I'm just going to take a little break.
So here's my thinking outside of character anyway. There's 100% chance they'll die if they stay here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So anything that's less than 100%, which is coming with us, seems to be make a bit more sense. But
I think your 100% is a bit pessimistic. If we put them to work and get them fortifying, sticking things, repairing the castle, I think they've got a better chance inside the castle than travelling in the open with us. God knows, we'll kill them by accident more likely than the demons will.
Well,
yeah, I mean...
maybe by accident, maybe on purpose if they get lippy. But basically, this place is eventually going to be overrun by an army. Even if they survive the next attack, anything that stays here will die eventually.
We've got no way of knowing if that wave we dealt with is what would have been the killing blow for this place. We don't know. We might have already changed it and prevented that from happening, or what we did was completely inconsequential. We've got no way of knowing.
I feel like this place is going to be destroyed. I don't even know if Dersis knows this, but there sounds to me to be an entire army full of demons coming. So there could be 10 of these. They will be overrun, and eventually they'll get to the main city.
I suspect that if another wave like the previous one was to come again, it would probably finish them.
I mean, I'm going to do whatever Dak suggests because he's the thinking character.
And you see the commoners on the ground get up now, and they look scared. Would you let us in the keep, please? It will be safe in there.
No, it won't.
So LLewyn, you have been seconded into the garrison.
Oh, of course I have.
The rest of
Have you told me that yet?
Oh yeah, they're under the delusion that they can tell me what to do.
The rest of them are the rest of you can go if you wish. The villagers that are there are milling around, just looking scared. And Sabat Noir is looking at you expectantly. What is the hold up? And silence
LLewyn,
goes down.
You'll have to translate for me here, LLewyn.
Make the assumption that whenever you guys are speaking, I will translate unless he's speaking directly to me.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Your objective here was to hold this fortification to allow as many survivors as possible to make it through here to Singorn.
Correct. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
There are survivors here that now need to make their way to Singorn. If they try and go, even with us, there are far more of these civilians than there are of us. There's a good chance that a lot of them won't make it if we would try and go unaided.
The demons seem to be coming from and he points upwards on the map, from this way. So far we have not heard of any, the scouts have not heard of any, or many at least, who are Singorn side of us. We are keeping most at bay.
Right, okay.
If the keep goes down, these people are all lost.
That wave that was here when we got here, was that the first of that size you'd come across up to that point?
We've had probing attacks. It was a first attack in our substance. They just do not stop. They keep coming. And they come flying in. The little ones come flying in. We hear bellowing in the distance and screams and babbling, and it is terrifying. It claws at your mind, you know. And you can see there's a slight twitch to his eye now.
Well, we need to get these civilians to Singorn because we need to get there as well. It is crucial to Singorn's survival that we do that as quickly as possible.
But my orders are to protect this keep.
I understand that, and I think it needs to be done. I would only ask that, should you find yourself failing, that you send yourself, one of your guard, ahead to let Singorn know that this keep has fallen, to provide some amount of early warning.
Well, you're all capable people, are you not? Some of my warriors are succumbing to this strange madness. What about if my warrior guards go with these humans, and you'll stay here and protect the keep? No?
Well,
in all due respect to your warriors, I think that when it comes to escort duty, we have here the most premier bodyguard in this side of tal'dorei. And I'll gesture to Dersius. This is Dersius.
And Dersius, the lady just to the north of you just faints into your arms.
Oh, that happens sometimes.
Look, he managed to knock that one out without even touching her. I think I agree with the friend here. I think the best way to safeguard these particular commanders is to escort them ourselves. Consider this my duty to the keep.
Your duty, Private Boreal, is to this keep. You have been seconded. I have the power. I have the authority of the masters of Singorn. You will stay here and defend this keep. I order you to do so. I go to you too. I know that game.
A pox on your keep. The keep is only here to protect the people, huh? I am just taking a logical step.
I think you are in dereliction of your duty if you do not come and protect the keep.
I have already protected the keep, huh? That is what I did to protect the keep. And I just point at the still burning napalm wasteland 100 meters north of here.
Very impressive part of the trick, you know. But but it's not as impressive as me, your young whippersnapper. I am a master of the magical arts, you know. And I'm also commander of this garrison, and I urge you to stay here and protect us.
My staff is bigger than yours. I am the better wizard.
God's sake.
I love this.
You may have a bigger staff, but my wand is amazing. It can do all sorts of weird things.
This is precisely what I'd imagine wizards were like.
Your wand is crooked as you are, huh?
No, my wand is straight. You are crooked. You are bent. You're so bent that your staff has a hinge in it.
Your mother was a space hamster.
Oh. Do I spell elderberries? Oh.
You dare say I smell of the elderberry?
Fetch le vache!
This is just assume this is going to continue for some time where you guys decide what you're going to do.
Could you make an intimidation roll for me, please?
Is that me?
Yep.
Absolutely. Do I get any bonuses for saying you had a crooked wand?
Nope. Intimidation.
No, this is gonna be hilarious.
Oh dear, mine's terrible. Oh, 6 beats 5.
Just like children on the playground scrapping.
It is. It's basically they're fighting over a Magic the Gathering card or something. So you're going to stay. I know you're maybe more powerful wizard than I am, maybe, but I have the authority of Singon.
Yeah,
and he
pox on
cows
your
down.
authority.
Oh, I can't believe you said that. I've been charged to be the master here, but you must do what you do.
We have been to the depths of limbo. We have been to the far plains several times. This one has been beaten up by an undead figure tracking us through the plains 6 times. And he is still alive, mostly.
And JC, the child has now grabbed hold of your tail.
Yeah,
Kitty!
I'll bloody hiss at him again and I'll try and run away.
And he just giggles and he just holds on. Kitty!
I'm going to start running with him holding on. He'll let go. He'll let go eventually.
Given
I'll run through the group.
Given how high stealth is for JC, is this kid just like hovering in midair? As he's just being pulled along by the tail.
He's being pulled along, and as he's being pulled along, his nappy comes off, and there's a great big brown stain now on the ground.
JC's to start running faster.
And the mother comes along and picks up the child. Leave the cat alone.
I will tip my hat to the mother.
Lewyn, your negotiations are getting rather heated. Are you making any headway?
Yes, I've already convinced them that I'm a better wizard. Now I just need to convince them that my authority is more important. If you have another 6 hours, we just need to continue the normal means of debate.
Sure. I'm not sure we got that long. Should we just...
Ever the diplomat. Rather than saying, don't be a blithering idiot, let's leave that. Well, I'm not sure.
Should we just go and then we'll diffuse the tension that way?
No, I mean, that's admitting defeat, though.
Well, we've got a much larger issue to be dealing with.
Fine.
Yeah, best outcome, we all survive and you can continue this argument afterwards.
I'm going to turn him into a snail, huh?
Yes, you can both turn each other into snails and slime all over each other and decide who wins. That you do whatever it is you wizards do.
Can we go now?
And there's Lewyn, there's a horrible smell around you. It really stinks.
Oh no, he didn't.
God. No.
And when you look down, you see there's a mage hand with that dirty nappy on, which is just sort of smearing itself on your armour and on your leggings.
I am going to use my mage hand, and I'm going to try and do a tug of war to push it back at him.
Say, make it in a spell attack roll for me, please.
Can I do an Arcana check? 'Cause it's the same.
You can do an Arcana check, yeah?
28.
16. It splats him in the face.
Okay, time to go.
And his eye starts to twitch. Oh, do not let him go! I smell of toad. Oh, it's the poo-poo. They've let in the poo-poo. Ah, the poo-poo is here. And the Verdant guard, as he comes up and starts to, and you can see something has snapped in Sabat Noir, and his eyes are twitching. The poo-poo. There's the poo-poo.
Okay, we're going now. We're back later.
Okay. So you're going, and
I guess so.
the commoner's standing there. What is happening? What's happening? Are we going in the keep?
We're going to Single. It'll be safer there.
No, we. Okay. Hello, the keep. Are you letting us in? Ouvre la porte.
Yeah, c'est poo-poo.
This whole thing went south so fast.
Odysseus, you've got all these women hanging on you. One on each leg, one on each arm.
Dersis is going to...
I'm not sure what the man's hanging on to.
Dersis is going to say loudly, those who choose life, come with us. Those who choose death may stay here. Let's go.
Okay. So, most of the commoners actually, they look at the keep. Let us in. And you can see Sabat Noir now is going, oh, poo-poo, 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 poo-poo. And the Verdant Garn comes down and says, ouvre la porte, open the door, let them in if they wish to come. Actually, most of the commoners are going to want to stay in the keep.
Oh, that's a shame.
But some of them want to go with Dersius.
Specifically, does his.
Good choice. I'll keep you safe.
Where's the boy gone? Oh, is it him? No. We had a boy who wanted to come with you as well. Have I lost him?
As long as it's not the baby.
No, baby's gone into the castle, into the fort.
JC will let go of his tail.
Let's find the one the bloke who's interested. There we go. There he is.
Oh, not him.
He had the firmest grip.
I've lost him. I've lost the other one. Let's have the one that looks a bit like Matt Mercer. There we go. Okay, so the rest have gone in there, and these others are after you. Yep. Group. Okay, copy. There we go. Okay, so you come out here. You hear this babbling noise to the north. But things are... There's way to the north, but you can just hear it carrying in the wind. So you're going to climb down?
Yes.
Yep, I'm going to use the little slope I made and slide down.
Okay.
JC would just use his boots.
Yep. LLewyn, just make an acrobatics roll for me, please.
Oh, absolutely. 12.
Not a problem. You managed to do that without any issue.
Skiff the landing a bit.
Dak, you coming down?
Indeed, yeah.
Yep.
Do you want me to do a roll for that one?
Acrobatics as well, please. Yep.
That one. Oh, 19.
Yeah, not a problem. You actually do it with a bit of a flourish. And Dersius, you managed to lower yourself down with all these people hanging on to you. Pretty easy. And actually, just at the end, you just come up a little bit and then go down again, just to show how strong you are. And you get your rope and you've lassoed it around one of the palisades here, and you just unloop it, and it comes off into your hands.
Excellent.
So this is the Emerald Citadel, Emerald Keep. So you are leaving it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's copy all that. So there is a direction towards Singorn. Dersius, you know which way to go?
Yep.
Can I have a marching order, please?
I will be second, whoever's going first.
Well, I have all of these fine people to look out for, so I say this time we check the cat up top.
So cat first.
Not surprised.
Yeah, cat
cat first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak will look after the rear.
So if I do that, there we go.
So
No.
first. So I'm just reorganising it on the next page. So, who else? What other order have you got?
So you've basically got JC, LLewyn, and then me and the commoners, and then Dak at the rear.
Okay.
I really hope we haven't just consigned all of these people to die horribly.
There's a good chance of that, but everyone here is going to die. So at the very least, these may live a little bit longer.
Such a
I wish I had your-
romantic.
I know.
Yeah, I
right?
wish I had your confidence.
Ladies, do not worry. My friend here has a sworn death sentence where he thinks that he and everyone else will die, but he is still alive.
Okay. So you.
Well, no, don't forget, technically he's not wrong. It's just whether you die now or you die in 40 years.
Okay. So you are travelling southwards, and I'm just going to ungroup all them. Ungroup. Okay. So you're travelling southwards, into the forest. You start to see a little bit of life again in the forest. The creatures there are critters there. Generally, everybody is moving eastwards. You see some movement. Birds seem to be going eastwards as well, to get away from the impending doom coming their way. You keep going. You get into the forest. It's quite dense. JC, you notice spiders' webs in the trees.
Would that not be normal for this area, JC thinks?
These are big spiders' webs.
I'm not a huge fan of arachnids. And these look to be quite big ones.
Oh, that's all right. I'm on pretty good terms with most of the arachnids of tal'dorei. Should be fine.
JC will rise an eyebrow at that.
So
Don't forget, JC doesn't know any of this.
the forest seems quiet here, and let me just change the to this. It's starting to feel a bit ill at ease. Sabat Noir mentioned that there were no demons single side, but the forest is now quiet, and you're not sure that everything has been stopped. Perhaps the keepers stopped vast majority of the army coming through. What are you doing? You can see these webs everywhere. You can see to the south of you, JC, here there is a cow which is tangled up in one of the webs, and it is dead and clearly desiccated.
If things can desiccate a cow that quickly after we saw it, I don't like being here. And JC will say, I think we should hurry up and keep an eye out, because this ain't right.
There's a ground mist.
It is getting spookier.
There was sort of like a mist in the air, which has had a rather foul character to it.
Yeah, JC's really not happy with this, and he'll be voicing his concerns to his companions.
Dak, you're a master of the natural world. What do you make of this?
Well, I know that there is nests similar to this in forests further north. Actually, I encountered a very large group of them before. I suppose it makes sense that they exist in other parts of the world too.
I was more hoping for sort of maybe what kind of creatures make this, and if you can deal with them. But
like
interesting.
really,
yes,
really big spiders. Yeah, like huge people-sized spiders.
Could you, I don't know, deal with them somehow?
I mean, maybe. Depends if they're feeling talkative. If not, that's just it.
Would you like a bit of extra help?
Sure, why not?
Then I am going to give you skill empowerment for the next hour. So with this, I'm going to give you expertise in persuasion.
That would actually be awesome. Cool. So what does that get? Say it adds my.
You get to add your proficiency bonus twice, so you get plus 12 plus whatever your charisma score is.
Oh damn! So.
But it's only for an hour.
Plus 16. Sweet.
The last time I used this, we almost caused a riot in Imon, so be careful with this power.
Yeah.
We spoke
Cool.
to the people. Is Dersius...
He's surrounded by this bevy of beauties.
Is Dersius, is he aware of spiders? Is proficient in survival?
Yeah, he knows about spiders. These are big webs. This isn't this will be a big arachnid that's done this.
Is he smart enough to think that with the mist being here and it being difficult to see, you could easily accidentally trigger a web which would then bring spiders running, or is he not clever enough to work that out?
Make a survival roll. Nature roll, sorry. Nature roll.
Oh dear, I'm just going to say he won't work that out. I'll roll it anyway, but there's no way he can work that out.
Nature's 10, that's enough. You would know. Yeah, that seems a reasonable supposition.
Okay, with JC up front then, I will, if you haven't already worked that out, JC, be careful, the mist may hide triggers for these animals. They can feel it through the webs from quite far away.
Oh yeah, I know arachnids. I'm not a fan of them, but yeah. You will hear that sort of trepidation in JC's voice.
I say with JC leading, then we follow directly in his footsteps and don't deviate from his path.
Oh, I was going to suggest that Dak, as a being which can converse with nature, maybe lead the way and negotiate any potential nasties.
That's certainly one option.
Yeah.
And you hear a screeching up in the sky, and you look up, and you can see rooks and ravens flying downwards, southwards. They look abnormal. They've got tendrils coming out of their mouths, and their feathers are scales. And they just fly down. They are looking. Could you all make stealth rolls for me, please? You have advantage because of the mist.
It's just a straight roll for me then. That's not bad.
So Darcius gets a 10. Oh no, advantage. That's 22. JC gets 33, LLewyn gets 17, and Dak gets a 19. One of the girls screeches slightly, and one of these pitlings deviates, but then they carry on flying, and they do not observe you. Keep flying southwards.
Well, that was close.
Well, sounds like you're up front then, Dak.
Sure. That's interesting. There's an idea. Yes, I will move to the front, and don't panic. It's just me. It just makes things easier. Oh crap! When was that? I'm trying. I don't remember if I've used my wild shape since my last short rest. I suspect I did.
So the last time you were in wild shape was the last combat, and we haven't, unless you say, DM, we took a short rest.
You didn't actually say you were doing that.
Yeah.
Fomos has had having a short rest in the ring, and he's sort of doing stuff with his all his bits and bobs, so he's very busy at the moment.
Cool. All right. Well,
good question. When it comes to Fomos being in this ring, stacking his books, if I was to violently shake my hand or something, would that make the books fall over?
Do you want to find out?
Yes, and I'm going to claim it was a flea if he asks.
So you rapidly shake your hand, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So you know in the old Star Trek series, the original series, when they got hit by something and they went flying across the bridge of the Enterprise, you look into the ring and you just see Fomos flying around with books everywhere.
Oh dear.
You just set him back days now.
Yeah.
All right. Right. Okay. So yes. No short rest. Right. Well. That's inconvenient. Never mind.
It's
Carry
inconvenient.
on then. Yeah. Everything just got way harder. So we're just gonna have to just muddle through. Okay. Yeah. So I will move to the front then.
Okay. Move yourself to the front. You're on the right one. Yep.
Come on.
You're off the page. Okay, I'll put you there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I couldn't quite grab myself for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you move now?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's got it. Cool. Yeah. So I will cautiously make our way forward.
Okay. Could you make this will be a start with a perception or survival roll.
Let's see. For me,
Survival will be slightly easier than perception.
Let's go with that then.
Okay, so you see little guide webs into the ground, and you can mark a patch through to walk between the webs. It's going to be difficult to do it on this page because I've got grids on.
Sure.
In fact, I'll take the grids off. Take the grids off. Hopefully. Yeah, you should be able to move better. Okay, got no grids on now.
Cool.
So you can start going through, yeah?
Okie dokie.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just concentrating on Dak, making sure that he's got extra abilities if he needs them.
Okay.
Yep. I'll be keeping close behind Dak, following his footsteps.
Okay. So, LLewyn?
Again, I'm staying here with Dersius and the ladies.
Okay. And the man?
Oh, there's a man here as well.
Oh,
Frederica.
yeah.
Yes, I am bravely defending Dersius.
Okay. So you go through. So you can you can sort of there's a path you can just about get through the webs. Dak.
Cool. Okay, I shall do that then.
What I would say is, if you two don't want to go too far ahead, because we of course need to follow you, don't we?
Yeah.
I feel like the tricky part of this may be in getting these women to exactly follow your footsteps.
Yeah. Well, you seem to have all of their attention, so maybe that'd be an instruction best come from you.
I think so. Don't go too far ahead then.
Yeah. Well, we'll hold up, wait for you to catch up.
How about Lewin, if you go next, what I'll do is I'll have a train of these women behind you, and I will go at the very rear, obviously where it's the most dangerous.
So they want to stay with you.
Well, I will be right behind them, but we need to go one at a time. We can't go as a bundle.
Okay, they're not happy with that. Can make him persuasion roll for me, please?
Oh!
Oh,
No.
oh yes, sir. You have a little bit of firmness in your voice, and they kowtow to you, and they bow to your desires. Okay.
So if you follow our wonderful wizard, I'll be right behind you, providing guidance as needed.
And I will lead this snake train of people.
Okay. Dak. Up in the tree up here, you see a giant, 10-foot wide spider with long legs, 8 eyes looking at you.
That didn't take long.
What are you doing in my wood?
Oh, you speak common. Great.
It's not, but it's a language you understand.
Oh. I'll take it. Yes, hello.
It is an old form of common. What languages do you speak?
These ones.
Okay, so let's say it's going to be common. There are a couple of other languages spoken first, which you don't recognise. Actually, the one that comes first is infernal, which seems a bit odd. Yes.
Okay.
What are you doing in my forest? Are you
hello
food?
there. No, we're just passing through. We're friends.
You must be prey. Are you with those flying creatures?
No, they are our enemy.
I have supped on them. They taste unpleasant.
I'm not surprised. I would not recommend eating them.
So why do you pass through my forest?
We are fleeing the oncoming tide of those things. I would suggest you make your way away from here as well.
It's my forest. I cannot leave. You cannot pass without paying a toll. What do you wish to be your toll? I would quite like one of those juicy morsels you have at the back.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, but I've met many of your kin before, and our rations seem to be quite tasty, so you're welcome to those.
I think fresh meat is better. I have not eaten young flesh like that for some time. It looks divine.
Looks can be deceiving.
And could you just make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure.
You feel tendrils, almost like webs, trying to go into your mind, but you just shut it out. You are strong. Try to see
it's like-
who you are.
I will just tell you if you ask.
I ask, who are you?
I am Dak of the Mercy Tribe, leader of the Wafflehouse, and friend to Anansi.
Could you make an insight roll for me, please?
Sure.
They're going to be enemies, aren't they?
Oh yeah, almost certainly, but you know, that's the only name I had to drop. 14.
Okay. Nancy is dead.
I know, I heard, I'm afraid.
She left the true path. And if you're friends of Nancy, you will have to pay a higher toll than you have I've just said.
Okay.
I would like
Look,
all of your young meat.
I actually really like the Spiderkin. I'd really rather not hurt you, but you're not really leaving me a lot of choice here.
Have a think. And the spider vanishes into the mist.
There will be more.
And literally just
Okay.
vanishes. It just suddenly dissolves into the mist.
Quick march, people. Quickly as you can.
And JC, you start to hear snarling on both sides of you.
Yeah. I will point that out to Dak. As I'm
Yeah.
And it's getting closer. You can all hear it now. There are creatures in the forest getting closer.
Negotiations failed, people.
I'll switch the ring back on and get all greasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Dak's idea. I say we keep moving. If anything, we might find at least a route out of the webs to fight them in.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we might as well just
Okay.
leg it and try not.
So do it in order that you're on here.
Oh.
Oh, what was that? Oh, everybody's gone. Sorry about that. I got kicked out.
Yes.
I got kicked out as well.
Okay, a glitch in the matrix. Okay, so all move yourself down. If you're trying to avoid the webs, you're going to have to go at half speed.
I think Dak has only just rejoined us. He may not have
Yeah,
heard.
he hasn't.
Yep.
He hasn't got audio yet. I think. Same as Ross.
Oh no.
Yeah, mine just sort of went and gone.
Yep, so did mine.
I'm still waiting for LLewyn to regain his senses. Yeah.
It's why I never name drop anyone until I know who I'm dealing with.
Okay. Is everybody back? Dak, are you back?
We can hear Dak. Can you?
I can't hear Dak.
You might want to
Oh,
re-enter
no.
again.
I'm just gonna.
I can hear Dak.
Okay, I will just restart. I'll reboot mine again. I'm back.
Ah, there he is.
We haven't heard anything from LLewyn yet.
Oh, I've heard Lewin.
I've heard Lewin, are you back?
I haven't.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can everybody hear everybody else?
Yeah, now I've got DM. Yeah, I've got everyone. I don't know about everyone else.
Right, I'll
Can you
refresh
hear me,
because I
Doc?
haven't got Ross. So back in 1 sec.
What's happened?
JC's
don't know.
leaving because he can't hear Lewin.
Dak, can you hear me? Say anything at all
I-
if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Lewin. Don't worry.
Okay.
DM, did you hear Lewin then?
I hear Lewin. I hear
Excellent.
Dersius. JC has got nothing on the. JC, say something.
Can you hear me?
Yay.
JC is talking. Everybody hear JC.
Yep.
Lewin, did you hear JC?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
and I heard Lewin.
Excellent. Okay, so after that brief intermission, Dak,
Yes.
the giant spider has vanished
Yes.
into the mist. The mist is there. It's quite difficult to see through the mist. The webs are apparent because they catch droplets of moisture in the air. There is a smell in the mist which is putrid. There's a slight smell of decay. The forest itself is quite quiet, apart from this snarling you hear crashing through the undergrowth on both sides of you.
Yes. Quick march, people.
So, Dak, move yourself 1 turn.
Where's my ruler gone?
Don't forget. I don't think you heard the DM, but it's half. Isn't it half movement?
If
you
you're
don't
trying
want
to
trigger
avoid the
webs?
webs, you're going to have to go at half speed.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. So we want to get to there-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Here's a question for you, DM.
Yep.
If JC was to activate his boots but hover above the ground, can he move at full speed without triggering the webs?
You can try.
That's a famous saying, that. JC will try, but he'll keep up with Dak for the moment.
Okay.
So I'll do a thingy.
So you are
What have
flying.
we done numbers?
You are flying just above the ground. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Could you just make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh.
Not a
Which one?
problem. You can see there are some strands across the way as well.
Yep.
And one of them had a leaf caught in it, and you just easily managed to dodge it.
Yep.
Lewin?
Can I just investigate the path forward just to make sure I'm following the correct route without triggering anything?
Yeah, make a survival roll.
Survival. Oh,
Yeah, not a problem. You can
Hey.
see Dak has left a little bit of a trail.
brilliant. I am just, as I go through, I'm just going to use the Staff of Ice to just freeze sections behind me to leave a trail if I can.
Okay. And then,
and it's half movement.
yeah, these guys are following. And they're looking very, very nervous. Dersius, what are you doing?
I'm following along behind and just whispering how safe they are, obviously with me here to keep them all nice and safe from
Yep.
anything that could possibly harm them.
Okay. There's crashing on both sides, and through the undergrowth, you see a number of these ruinants which you've seen before, crashing through Dersius around where you are. Which of course means we have to go to something like this.
Oh no! Oh no!
And these ruinants are snarling and coming through. So what I'd like to do for you guys, please, is to roll initiative. And I will do. In fact, shall I do everybody? No, you can do. You do yourselves.
Ah, sorry, I jumped the gun.
I always roll so poor on initiative.
I hate that.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's amazing statistically how it's always the initiative roll that's low.
I don't think the commoners. Yes, they do. They are in there. Okay. So starting with Lewin.
So suddenly aware of this ambush of these horrible demons, LLewyn's going to flick his hands. Suddenly a large glowing light appears on the right-hand side. I'm going to try and catch all of these three in this hypnotic pattern.
Which ones? These three over here?
These three on the right, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom is 19, 24, and 22.
So one fails to save.
That seems remarkably high. How on earth do they get so high?
They've encountered us before.
Rolled a 17 and a 15.
Yeah, they get +7 for their wisdom saving throws. Okay, nice. Okay.
So one of them is incapacitated and can't move. The other two unaffected.
Okay, so I am going to say the top one is incapacitated. Okay.
And the other side effect of that is Dak. All of your charm disappears.
Okay.
Okay, nice. So he is incapacitated, so he just has to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of his go. It is at the end of his go, isn't it?
Yeah. No, he's incapacitated until someone goes up and breaks him out of it.
Okay. Okay, so he's not doing anything. This one is going to run. Has to go here. Goes to there. And
Not the groupies.
Groupies. Basically, he takes swipes at the groupies, and she screams and goes down, and he just stands over her, and you can see these tendrils in the front of his face just reach for her, and you can see blackness sort of come from the tendrils into her skin as she collapses on the ground in front of him. She's tearing into her with his claws, but out of his mouth these tendrils come and he just sucks in her soul. And oh, that'll be interesting. And he starts to shiver and morph. That is him. That is him done. So she goes down.
We're bad at this.
1 down, 5 to go.
This one, she screams and runs 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, and gets caught in the web. Next one is here. 5. Is going to go attack Dersius.
Hey.
With a multi-attack with.
The question is, do I still have foresight?
Not now. No, it's too far gone now.
Okay.
Actually, no. 8 hours, isn't it?
It's 8 hours.
Still, you've got about an hour left of it. Okay. So you got 20 to hit.
That hits.
It's 5 piercing and 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That misses.
And 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. Next Ruinant. Goes to here. And he attacks this young lady here. She goes down. And she needs to make a saving throw. Okay. And versus... Sorry, I'm playing with my numbers again. Okay, that is... Okay, she just goes down. But he's trying to suck her soul out and failed so far. Next Colmaner runs, gets caught in the web there. Next one is... runs and gets caught in the web there. Next one is... screams and just lies on the ground. JC.
Cool. I am going to go. I'm going to climb up as high as I need to be able to come over towards where these two are stuck in this web to help with a holding action. If a spider comes to grab them, I'm going to stab it.
You need to make a... So you go into the web to do that. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I would be hovering above, but yes, dexterity save of a 17.
It's fine. It's going to be half movement though to go through that space because you have to avoid all the webs. Okay, nice. Doing anything else?
No, just I'm going to hold an action in case something comes to get him.
Okay, Dersius.
Yes! Let's kill some stuff!
Yep.
Woohoo! So we are going to step down to here, and this one who's doing his little shivering dance at the moment, I feel like that can't be good for anyone, so I'm going to take some swings at him.
Go for it.
With Great Weapon Master on. You're on. Okay, so I think that should be... Hey! With foresight, I should have advantage.
You have advantage, yep.
So...
Do the maths.
Oh no, wait, because there's no... Sorry, I've got Soul Eater on, which I assume I don't have anymore.
You don't have Soul Eater, no.
No. Okay. So that is... Great Weapon Master, that had Soul Eater there, so that is... 36 plus 10 is 46 damage.
46 damage, yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then I'll take another swing.
Yep. Whack. Hit again.
For 22.
22, yep.
Take another swing.
Yep.
Which does 30, 40, 53.
53, yep.
And then I'll take my bonus swing.
Yep.
Which does 30.
That's 30. Okay, so I'm just going to work out that. You slice through it. And as you do so, its form changes. And out of it crawls this enormous creature. Now, how much damage did you do? You did another 40 on top of that. Okay, it is now there.
Oh.
Okay, and that's going to go on... It's not going to have a go this go, but it's going to go on a 0. I'll put it on the initiative turn order. Okay, and it bursts out as it is the souls it's taken have transformed it into a greater demon. Okay, doing anything else? You did get an extra attack, remember, because you got a critical.
I took my extra bonus attack, yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay. Ruinant, he is going to run forward. He goes to here, and he is attacking that young lady. She is going to go down and needs to make a saving throw. Wisdom 13, just. Okay, so she is down. He's tried to suck her soul out and failed. And then last commoner is... she's just going to go on the floor and do nothing. Dak.
Cool, it's my first turn and all the commoners are dead.
Yep.
Right, I am going to cast Confusion. I'm going to do it in such a way to capture these two over here.
Yep.
So they need to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw, yep.
Yes, please.
Ronan gets a 10. Chimeran gets a 4.
Okay, so they are both confused.
Okay. Confused. Nice. Means they can't take reactions, and I'll let you roll the dice from when it's their turn. Okay.
Sure.
You see the spider materialise over here on top of the tree in the webs, about 30 feet up, looking down at the melee that's below you. There's a spray of webbing. Could JC and LLewyn please both make dexterity saving throws?
Dexterity saving throws.
Why can I not get my webs up? Oh, I know why. JC passes. Lewyn fails. Well, Lewyn, you get covered in webbing.
Yuck.
He gets covered in the webbing that as I'm slashing it through the air, it just all goes over Lewyn.
Exactly
Splat.
that. So there. So you are caught in the webbing. Okay. Lewyn.
So, am I incapacitated? And
You
am
are
I
restrained. You are restrained. You can try and force your way out.
Oh,
If I can remember how you do that.
It's a strength check.
It's a strength check.
If I'm restrained, do I still have movement of my hands?
You still have movement of your hands, yeah?
Yeah, in which case, I am going to help out Dersius with a bit of daisy chain lightning.
Hey!
Yep.
So that you see, just these little daisy chains just pop into the air, and then connecting between them, just this large lightning bolt fires off. So it's going to hit this Runant, and then it's going to spark off, hitting this one, and the Chimeron. So can they all?
So
all
there's
four of them.
so 3 Ruinants and 1 Chimeran has to make saving throws, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And it's a dexterity for that.
Group check. Normal. DC of
It's DC 20.
20. And so
I mean, it's a 6th level spell. You shouldn't be doing about that.
sorry, dexterity save, yep.
Dexterity save, yeah.
19, 22, 10, and 8.
So 1 saves, all the other 3 fail. So the one
Okay.
which
Apply the
one which
damage.
saves takes.
Okay, so it's applied the damage, and some of them look injured. Some of them slightly even more confused than they were before.
And apart from that, I am now just stuck in
You are
this
stuck
webbing.
in the web. Yep. Next Ruinant, he is doing. Is it a concentration spell?
It is a concentration
Yep.
spell.
Okay, so you're still concentrating. This big creature here, he's confused. Roll your D10, see what he does.
Okay.
There is a confusion button somewhere, I think.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Confusion. If it's not on your thing, I see if I can find it. It's normally me who does horrible things like that.
Yeah, I don't think I have it. No, I can't see it.
I'll put it in your. It'll be in your bar now.
Condition.
See for confusion. Okay. Well, if you can't do it, I'll press it. Yeah. So 2 to 6. The creature doesn't move or take any actions this turn. Okay.
Cool.
Nice. Commoner is stuck. Ruinant is. Roll your dice again. It should be in your thing at the top.
Yeah, is it just called confusion?
Yeah, it's just called confusion. Yeah.
Are these in alphabetical order?
They should be.
Yeah, no, I haven't got confusion.
You haven't got it.
Nope.
7. Roll a d6. 1, 2, 3. It's Chimera, and 4, 5, 6. It's Dersius.
2.
Okay, so it attacks at this creature next to it with an 18, 18, and an 11. That's 2 hits, doing 16, 22, 29 damage.
Cool.
Okay, nice. And they can both make saving throws, don't they?
Yes.
End of there goes. Is it a wisdom?
It is.
19. Does that 19 pass? No?
Nope.
And does 11 pass? Nope. They're both still confused.
Nope.
Next Ruinant is gonna jump on here and try and take this woman out.
Can I do my attack of opportunity
You
against?
can do your attack of opportunity. Yep.
It's my held action. That's the one.
Yep.
18.
18. you run it through and you do sneak attack. 13, 6, 49 damage.
Yes.
Okay, and he doesn't like that at all. So he's actually going to leap at you.
Yep, I'm good for that.
With 3 attacks, with a 14 to hit.
Nope.
A 19 to hit.
Yep.
We haven't been doing wild magic rolls, if we keep forgetting. So 19 hits, does 5 piercing and 2 necrotic damage.
Yep, so that's 7.
And 17 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, nice. Next commoner is stuck, not doing anything. Next one is stuck, not doing anything. JC.
I'm going to try and finish this run off
Yep.
with another slash to the face with a
Yep.
natural 20.
That'll do it. How much? Just do the maths.
Oh god, let me get a calculator out for this one. So 44 plus 54 plus 14 plus 16, 128. And JC will just out the corner look at Dersius and just tip his nose.
Okay, nice. Jesus. Okay. Dersius.
Yes. Right. What to do then? So I've got these 2 guys here, but they're looking a bit stupid and kind of fighting each other at the moment, aren't they?
Yep.
While they're doing that, then I might come down to this guy here.
Yep.
And start taking some swings at him instead.
Go for it.
That is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Hey!
It's a lot.
So that's 27, 37 plus 15, so that's 52? Yes.
52. Nice.
If I've done that right.
Okay. And he just goes down like a dead spider.
Okay, if he's down then, might as well take a step over to here and carry on attacking this guy.
Yep.
Yay!
34, 42, 45. Yep.
And then I'll take my bonus.
Go for it.
Yay!
28, 31, 39. He's looking very injured. Okay, nice. Doing anything else?
Obviously, I'll give JC a little cheeky wink.
Okay. That commoner is just lying there in the ball.
Absolute psychopath. Your harem's been decimated in front of you, and you're throwing winks at each other.
Dak.
Well, I'm protecting half of his harem at the moment.
Right. I don't want to set fire to the forest. Let's go with. I will take my movement. I want a line. Oh, it's half movement, isn't it? Yeah, because of the thing. So. Oh wait, is it difficult terrain, or were we moving slowly because we didn't want to upset the web?
If you don't want to, if you won't go into the webs, you have to make dexterity saving throws, and then it's difficult terrain on top of that.
Right. Okay. Well, that's probably enough room there. So let me get the old cone out. Oh yeah, we can make that work. I'm going to cone of cold. Those 2 guys there.
Yep.
So they can have a bit of that. So that's Constitution save from the
So
pair of them, please.
he's going to fail instantly. Constitution saving throw, yeah.
Yes, please.
20.
Oh, makes beats. He takes half,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, the other dude becomes a statue. That's pretty neat.
There's an ice statue of this demon there. And the eyes are still looking at you balefully. Dersius, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Probably not. Yay.
Yeah.
I hate you.
I've got it
What
set
have
to
you
natural
guys said?
20 mode today.
Yeah, oh, bloody hell, yeah.
Okay. And the giant spider just disappears off into the wind. It disappears into mist. It dissolves in front of you.
Too scared of the JC.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. You felt something assaulting your mind there, Dersius, trying to take control of you. And
I like to think Dersis didn't even notice because he's a bit too stupid. But go on.
So you felt something trying to take over your mind and take over and control your body like a puppet, but it was whatever was trying to do this was gobsmacked at how stupid you are.
Wisdom of the ignorant.
Yeah, it's just basically you can just hear the echoes in your head now. Okay, what I'm going to say now is the rest of these rodents run off.
Is that one still incapacitated? He can't. He's just staring at this ball of light.
Oh, he's just staring at the ball of light. Yep. So you can play with him if you wish. You can leave him be.
I mean, I'm just going to leave it up for the time being, as I'm still all webbed up inside of this horrible.
I think we should probably get people out of these webs.
Yeah. I'll start cutting Lewyn out and these commoner.
Okay, could you make a strength roll for me, please?
Straight strength. Oh,
you can't do that. And could you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
28.
You managed to avoid being caught. Dersius, you can just walk right through these webs as if they're not there.
Why didn't I do this to begin with? I could just walk through all
And the
of
webs
them.
just can't even stick to you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you
I
are
just forget the abilities that I have. I'm such an idiot.
the anti-Spider-Man.
Basically, yeah. So first off, I will. Is this commoner still cowering on the floor?
Yeah. And now she calls over to her friends who are dead on the ground next to her.
They probably won't answer, but there's no reason we also need to die. Let's get up and go. Come on your feet.
Probably won't answer.
Well, he's not wrong.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm
still webbed up.
I have neither the sharp implement nor the strength to actually help get these people out.
All right.
Do you do anything about
Dersius.
the dead people on the floor?
I think we've tried to cast Revivify on regular Joes before. It hasn't been too successful, but I don't have the diamond in any case, so I'm afraid they're.
Well, I can try doing a healing word on the one that doesn't look as dead as the other one.
I mean, they're all pretty dead.
An attempt will be made. I will let the DM pick which one that goes to. Whichever one looks less dead.
Well, you know the healing word doesn't work on dead people.
Okay, we'll scrap that one. What about that one? Can I try Aura of Vitality on them?
You could try it, but you've been around for long enough to know that won't work.
Okay. My 2 healings and they don't heal.
Yeah, no, you need the Revivify or better.
Which sounds like we don't have.
Well, I've got the spell and the spell slots, but not the diamonds.
Very well. Well,
Lewyn?
I'm still stuck in the.
Fuck him! Take all his diamond dust.
No, it's not diamond dust. Diamonds I need.
Oh, it's actually diamonds, is it? Yeah.
tickle his nose.
Also, if I'm correct in thinking, they got their souls sucked out, so they're dead.
That's what I meant by the less looking dead one, the one that didn't get his soul.
Well, I think only one of them got sucked out. I can't remember now. Yeah.
Perseus is dropping people down anyway and getting Lewyn, obviously, these other people out of
he gets a man out who falls into your arms and gives a quick peck on your cheek.
Everything will be okay. We just need to get out of here.
And you can get the other 2 out without a problem.
Yep.
And Lewyn is stuck within the web. He's actually upside down now. He's been struggling so much, and his moustache and beard have just basically pulled like a starfish around his face. Had been caught on webs.
I kind of look like one of those people in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yes.
Dursis, if you wouldn't mind helping Lewyn there.
Yes,
Trying to drop him on his head.
we'll get him down.
You hear a thrumming sound, and the webs start to vibrate slightly. And again, the webs vibrate slightly, and as this deep thrumming sound goes for, in the far distance, you hear the screams of more demons.
Well, yes, let's be off.
Come along, everyone. Dak, lead the way.
Do the two that saw me valiantly standing over them, protecting them from these revenants and these spiders, they still cling to Dersius, or do they hover more towards the cat?
I think
It's
that's
hard to.
it's hard to say, but they are around Dersius, and they're nowhere near you.
Yeah, yeah. Muscle beats fluff, I'm afraid.
Yep.
I saved their lives.
Well,
is this other one?
put it this way: the one who doesn't get Dersius will have the cat.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you leaving these other people dead on the ground? This young lady introduces herself as Maria. Basically says, "I can't leave my friends behind. Not
We
like
have
this."
neither the means nor the time to carry bodies, I'm afraid.
Yep, we got to get out of here.
Well, can I just say a word for them, please?
Yes.
And she
quickly.
stands over them, and gives a prayer to Palor, and then tries to cover them as much as she can up with twigs and things. Could you help me just at least bury them or cremate them or something so they don't get turned into something nasty?
I would
Oh,
suggest against cremation in a forest.
I thought you would have been jumping at that chance, Lewyn, after your last display.
Yes, but I'm in this forest.
Please, can you just give them some decency in their death? Should have stayed at the keep.
they'll all be dead by now.
As subtle as a brick through a stained glass window.
Is there anything you can do to?
And she uses her hands now to try and dig a couple of graves.
I will mould earth to create a set of small earth ditches.
Okay, and you can put the bodies in. It takes you 5 minutes to do that. The ruinants by this time are just a pile of black ichor staining the ground and killing the vegetation around where you are. You managed to do that. So you have a couple of the people. Actually, no. One of them was turned to. She went, didn't she? She was.
Yeah, she was the first, I think.
She went. So you got a couple of people left. Okay, and do you get out of the spider wood?
Yes.
The webs are thrumming around you. Those of you who have been around for a long time know this is a call to the other creatures in this forest. You keep moving south. You leave the webs behind. Unless you want to search them or do anything else whilst you're here.
No.
There is
Not ready to
a
go.
dead cow desiccated. You can see large teeth marks in it. And
Do we
you
recognise him?
yeah, he looks like he was a bit poorly before he died.
Oh no! He's never a good time, is he?
And you keep moving southwards. Dersis, you know roughly where you're going. The path takes you round an ancient tor. You feel that you're being followed at a distance, but you feel you're being followed by more of these demons. Let me just find you guys on here. And the marching order is as it was on the other page. Yep. Let me just get you here. Just pick you up.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
So you find yourself in the forest. In front of you there is a tor on which a ring of standing stones, broken and weathered with age, are standing. LLewyn, as you get close, you feel this is a place of power. You feel the convergence of ley lines.
This seems like a piece of plough. I can feel the ley lines here.
JC's going to lean to Dak and say, do you remember when we were in doing the ritual thing underneath the sanctuary? How many pillars did we have to put magic in?
8.
Okay, this isn't the same place.
And the sun is now starting to set in the west. Foresight goes down. The commoners are tired, bedraggled, scared, frightened, and they're not talking as you move southwards. What do you wish to do?
Well, if it's getting late, trying to travel in the dark is going to be even more dangerous for these.
I recognise these strange pillars. Is this anything I know about in the Verdant Expanse?
You know there are places of powers. This is make a history roll for me.
History roll. 25.
So you know that there are tors, which are ancient elven burial mounds from the time pre-calamity. In fact, from the time where humanoids were really much more elemental, and the elves were the first on the planet, on Exandria. And in that time when powers were being discovered and the areas of magical convergence were used as places of worship, places of power, and often buried in these tors perhaps be ancient beings as well. They're said to be conduits of powerful magic, but can also be dangerous to get close to as well.
Okay, I will give warning.
So there are lots of legends. There are lots of legends about these. The elves will not excavate them and look them and dig into them.
That's fine. If I may, I will inform everyone of that, and I'm just going to start ritual casting detect magic to see if I can pick up anything from it.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing? You hear south, to the north of you now. You hear the howls of and the screams of what you now know to be ruinants.
I wonder how they track us so well. It's going to be difficult to set up camp for the night if these things can find us so easily.
Well, I think if we set up camp, we're ripe for an ambush, but I'm not sure moving forward in the dark is necessarily any safer.
Well, Dirties, I did hear of this faraway place that normally goes after oil quite a lot. They normally spread freedom, I think is what they normally say, but it could be the oil they're smelling. I don't know. Taking the mick out your soup, just so you know.
How over is this? You actually say I'm taking the Mickey out of your suit.
Well, it was just fun. There was a complete silence of everyone after I said it. I was like, better clarify that for a second.
Tertius thought you were being completely serious, and he was trying to figure out whether the oil smelled any more than just the commoners do.
So you reckon you have about half an hour's worth of daylight. The sun is setting. What do you wish to do?
Do we think resting is the action, or should we press forward?
Oh,
If
well,
it wasn't for the noise of these reverends, I would say arrest. But because of that, I think unfortunately we have to press on. If we can't find somewhere safe, that is.
well, somewhere safe is perfectly easy to manage.
Oh well, if you're able, I think that's probably the ideal solution.
What sort of time is it, DM? Is it sort of
It's
7, 8 o'clock?
It's about 8, probably 7, 8 in the evening.
Yeah,
It's sort of early summer, and it's pleasantly warm, but you feel the chill of the chase.
That's fine. I'm just gonna have has my detect magic come up?
Detect magic has come up. So
Anything?
there is a glow around this whole tour. It doesn't have a particular school, but you can just feel there's a hum of power from this.
Good to know. I will note that. Obviously we are being hunted, and as far as I'm aware, no one can get into the mansion unless I permit them. But that doesn't mean that when we wake up, there's not a small army of them waiting outside the front door.
Or the last time we were in your mansion, the people inside the mansion tried to kill us.
But that was a very specific set of circumstances, and we're still in those. Maybe it's not a good idea to go in the mansion then.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you consider what you wish to do, and we'll come back next week with Fomos out of the ring. How about that?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, have a
Good
think
idea.
about that. After you've murdered most of these commoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're taking them on the safari through the demon-infested lands.
Yeah.
They didn't have
I
their
knew it
insurance up.
Yeah. Didn't have all their jabs.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right. Well, I will stop there. You have, I think, what you wish to do. So the power of the tour is palpable to you, Lewyn. And you feel that this is something maybe you can identify because of the power that's been given you by Mistra.
Yes.
And we'll stop there, and I'll change the music because that's quite disconcerting. Let's have some slightly nicer music, shall we? And let's go to change the music slightly. There we go. I shall stop there. Okay, guys. All right. Yep. I do need to go, so I'm not going to hang around for talkies afterwards. But I'll let you guys do so if you wish to, and I will.
I need to get up.
I will close the thing.
Absolutely.
Let's hope this is recorded properly, unlike last time.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I'm not doing an alliterative introduction again. Not for some time.
that was cracking. Very well done.
Yeah, it was well done.
Yeah, don't think I'm going to try and beat that. You're on your own.
Cool. Okay.
Right.
I will see you guys anon.
Yep.
Take care.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.